Welcome to Factastic World. You know, sometimes the world can get you down. You watch the news, you scroll through social media, and it's just, negativity everywhere. But that's why I love doing these videos with you. Today, we're sharing the top 10 most incredible stories that will remind you just how amazing humans can be. Get ready to be inspired and uplifted. It's going to be good. Okay, picture this. New York City, 2009. It's a cold January day, and US Airways Flight 1549 is taking off from LaGuardia Airport. Everything seems normal until suddenly it's not. A flock of birds collides with the plane, taking out both engines. Can you imagine the fear, the panic? But here's where the story gets incredible. Captain Chesley Sully Sullenberger, the pilot, doesn't flinch. With nerves of steel, he takes control. He calculates his options in seconds and realizes landing at any airport is impossible. So what does he do? He glides the plane onto the Hudson River. I get chills every time I think about it. All 155 passengers and crew survived that day because of Sully's quick thinking and incredible skill. They literally pulled off a miracle on the Hudson. It goes to show you, sometimes the impossible is possible. This story, you guys, it's like something ripped straight out of a movie. In 2018, 12 boys and their coach explored the Tam Luang Nang Non cave in Thailand. Heavy rains flooded the cave, trapping them inside. For 18 days, the world held its breath. Rescue teams from all over the globe flew to Thailand to help. Finally, all 12 boys and their coach were brought out alive. It was a moment of pure joy and relief. We can accomplish anything when we work together. Now, this chapter is about the power of human compassion. In 2005, Hurricane Katrina devastated the Gulf Coast, leaving behind unimaginable destruction. Homes were lost, lives were lost, and people were left with absolutely nothing. But even amidst the chaos and heartbreak, stories of incredible kindness began to emerge. Strangers helping strangers, opening their homes, sharing their food, offering comfort and support. I remember seeing images of people forming human chains to rescue others from flooded homes. Boat owners who had lost everything themselves using their vessels to ferry stranded families to safety. These acts of selflessness, of love in the face of such tragedy, truly restore your faith in humanity. They remind us that even when times are tough, there's always good in the world, and that even the smallest act of kindness can make a world of difference. Chapter 4, the life-saving app. You know, we live in an amazing time where technology can literally save lives. And this story is a perfect example. Imagine an app right on your phone that connects people who need blood transfusions with willing donors. That's what the Blood Donors app does, and it's nothing short of revolutionary. It's like a digital lifeline. When every second counts, this app cuts through the red tape and connects people in need with those who can help. It's facilitated countless blood donations, saving countless lives around the world. And the best part? It shows us the incredible power of human ingenuity and our desire to help one another. It's so easy to feel disconnected in today's world, but this app reminds us that we're all in this together. And sometimes, all it takes is a little tap on our phones to make a real difference in someone's life. Chapter 5, the strength of Malala. Let me tell you about a young woman who is the very definition of courage. Malala Yousafzai was just a teenager when she was shot in the head by the Taliban for speaking out in favor of education for girls. Can you imagine being so brave, so passionate about learning that you risk your life for it? But Malala's story doesn't end there. She survived the attack and has since become a global advocate for girls' education. She's written a best-selling book, spoken at the United Nations, and even won the Nobel Peace Prize, becoming the youngest ever recipient. Malala's story is a testament to the power of one voice, the strength of the human spirit, and the importance of fighting for what you believe in, no matter the odds. She's an inspiration to us all, proving that even in the face of unimaginable adversity, hope and courage can prevail. Chapter 6, the global thirst for change, clean water. It's something so many of us take for granted, but it's a matter of life and death for millions around the world. That's where organizations like Charity Water come in. They're on a mission to bring clean and safe drinking water to every single person on the planet, and they're doing it in incredible ways. From building wells and rainwater harvesting systems to providing sanitation and hygiene education, Charity Water is transforming communities. They're empowering people, improving health, and giving children a chance to thrive. It's easy to feel overwhelmed by the world's problems, but this story reminds us that we can make a difference. Every donation, every drop of water brings us one step closer to a world where everyone has access to this basic human right. Chapter 7. Hachiko, a love story. Get ready for your heart to melt, because this story is all about loyalty and unconditional love. Hachiko was an Akita dog in Japan who would wait for his owner at the train station every single day. He'd greet his owner with a wagging tail and a happy dance, and their bond was unbreakable. But then, tragically, Hachiko's owner passed away. But guess what? Hachiko continued to wait at the train station. Every day for almost 10 years, he'd sit there patiently waiting for his beloved owner to return. Hachiko's story became a national sensation in Japan, a symbol of unwavering loyalty and love. They even erected a statue in his honor at the train station, and to this day, people from all over the world visit it to pay tribute to this remarkable dog. Chapter 8. The Man Who Built a Forest. Have you ever heard of Jadav Payeng? He's known as the Forest Man of India, and his story is absolutely incredible. You see, Jadav was deeply troubled by the deforestation happening around him. He noticed the land becoming barren, the animals disappearing. So he decided to do something about it. And when I say do something, I mean he dedicated his life to planting trees. For over 40 years, Jadav single-handedly planted a forest that's now larger than Central Park in New York City. Can you imagine that? This man's commitment to our planet is truly inspiring. Jadav's story reminds us that one person can make a world of difference. It's a powerful testament to the impact we can have when we're passionate about something and dedicate ourselves to it. Chapter 9. The Power of a Challenge. Remember the Ice Bucket Challenge? Back in 2014, it seemed like everyone was dumping buckets of ice water over their heads. But this wasn't just another silly internet trend. It was a social media phenomenon that raised over $115 million for ALS research. The challenge was simple. Film yourself getting doused with ice water, donate to the ALS Association, and nominate others to do the same. It spread like wildfire, with celebrities, politicians, and everyday people all getting in on the action. Sure, it was a bit wacky, but the Ice Bucket Challenge showed the incredible power of collective action and generosity. It proved that when we come together, even in a silly, light-hearted way, we can make a real impact. Chapter 10. The Unstoppable Helen Keller. Our final story is about a woman who overcame incredible challenges to live an extraordinary life. Helen Keller was born in 1880, and at just 19 months old, she was diagnosed with an illness that left her blind and deaf. Can you imagine the world without sight or sound? But Helen refused to let her disabilities define her. With the help of her teacher, Anne Sullivan, she learned to communicate, to read, to write. She went on to graduate from Radcliffe College and became an author, a political activist, and a lecturer. Helen Keller's story is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. She proved that with determination and a belief in yourself, you can overcome any obstacle and achieve your dreams. Her life is an inspiration to us all to never give up, no matter what challenges we may face. Outro, keep believing. Wow, right? These stories fill your heart with hope. They remind us there's so much good out there. The resilience, the kindness, the spirit of humanity, it's inspiring. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to Factastic World, and hit the notification bell. Until then, keep spreading kindness and making the world awesome.